Good evening. Just want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody who supported our bond issue. As you look around you guys, you can see we're tighter than sardines in a can right now. But hey, we'll just be a little bit closer for about 30, 40 minutes, and then we'll get you guys out of here so you can enjoy time with your family. All right. We will begin the ceremony today with a welcome delivered by our first of two class of 2026 historians. Oh, not till you get kids, that would help, wouldn't it? Okay. All right. Need the graduates. That would help, wouldn't it? Let's try that again. I always tell students who are in my office for any considerable amount of time, whenever you have a mistake or something not going good that we're usually talking about, I tell them you either get better or you get worse. And so hopefully for y'all's sake and for mine, we get better from here on out. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Tonight we'll begin this ceremony now with a welcome delivered by our first of two class of 2026 historians, Ms. Paisley Corbin.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Paisley Corbin, and as your class historian, I'm honored to welcome you to our graduation. Tonight marks both an ending and a beginning. As a class, we've shared unforgettable memories, faced challenges, and grown together in ways that have prepared us for what comes next. While our journeys may take us in different directions, we will always share the bond of being the class of 2026. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate this important milestone. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to please stand for the national anthem sung by seniors Elliot Alexander, Sarah Baker, and Andrew Sims, and then please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by seniors Allie Lohman and Landy Riggs.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ground that we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Salute, pledge. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, seniors, for our opening welcome and performance of the national anthem. On behalf of our admin team, sitting on my left, Ms. Allison, Elementary School Principal, Mr. Mark McKenzie, Middle School Principal, Mr. Jackson, Superintendent, and myself, welcome to Pocola High School for our 2026 graduation commencement ceremony. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this milestone. We are truly honored to have you here this evening. I would first like to thank and recognize our school board members located to my right, Board President Josh Merritt, Board Vice President Roger Larimore, Board Clerk Lauren Christensen, Board Member Joe Pivison, and Board Member Terry Smith. As we begin the evening, there is a lot of people to recognize as we prepare to celebrate all of these accomplishments of this class for one last time. This isn't quite everyone, but I'm going to give it a shot. Thanks to my two daughters, Maddie, Lily, and my beautiful fiance, Angelica. They give me strength whenever I'm at my weakest. Thanks next to our superintendent, Jeremy Jackson, for his vision and dedication to our staff and students. And a huge thanks to senior class sponsor and counselor Janie Vincent for ensuring graduation was attained for all students, being supportive of them, and helping them to earn multiple levels of scholarships and financial assistance, including our Oklahoma Promise recipients. Our school wouldn't function without our front office staff, including School Secretary Melissa Sheppy and our School Resource Officer at the back right now, Officer Mark Settlemeyer. They hold our school together every time it's busting at the seams. It seems like every day almost. Thank you. Everybody look around. This didn't just happen overnight. Thanks to Mr. Lenny, Mr. Jimmy, who's here tonight, Mr. Kevin, and Miss Carol for helping transform this gym into something to be proud of for our graduation here tonight. It was a chore, but they pulled together and they all made it happen. Thank you also to Mr. Rusty Baker, who's enjoying this this evening. Yep, as a parent, he troubleshoots all of our tech issues throughout the year, but also helped us get the senior slideshow up in the lobby. That TV was just installed this week as well, so you guys could see it out in the lobby, and making sure just all of our technology places or needs were in place tonight. No small feat. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you to the guy behind the curtain, Randy Harvey, for all his efforts working the Pocola Indian Network this entire school year, and for making sure tonight's event is broadcast for those of you who are at home and cannot attend or are stuck outside, maybe in the lobby watching right now. Thank you. Yep, Randy. Thank you to our alternative education director, Ms. Rosa Harrell, for leading and guiding our seniors into a pathway that will best help them and prepare them for their future. On our front row, we also have our senior class parents, Brittany and Scott Holden. Thanks for putting up with all of the seniors, particularly Gage. We appreciate all you do for our seniors and have done. But as many of you guys in here know, none of this is possible without this outstanding group of educators sitting over here to my right. This faculty, this staff, they're responsible for molding, guiding, and teaching these students while they make their way through their educational journey here at Pocola. Let's give them all a huge round of applause. We also have many community partners who help support Pocola schools, and for your service, support, and encouragement, we cannot thank you enough. Many are on these banners all around us, and some are quietly supporting and funding our school in ways not always made public. And of course, you cannot send out enough praise and thanks to you, the senior parents and guardians sitting in here or watching from home. Seniors, please give grandparents, parents, siblings, loved ones, anybody that's helped you get to this point. They deserve that recognition right now. Before we go too much further, I think it's important everyone here tonight know and appreciate just a few of the accomplishments made by these students during their time here at PHS. Some of those include state runner-up finishes in boys basketball, as well as fast pitch and slow pitch softball. 5 straight LaFleur County tournament titles for boys basketball. First time ever in Pocola history, state semifinalist in football. Softball girls, it's all right. Yeah, you hoop and holler out you want. Softball girls as well were state tournament participants all 4 years. That's 8 seasons combined of slow and fast pitch softball. We had a state champion in boys powerlifting this year. We had a fourth place team finish. Big time stuff, right? 4th place team finish in our state archery competition. Regional golf qualifiers, excellent ratings for both marching and concert band, multiple students receiving a superior rating playing different instruments at state solo and ensemble competition. And if you happen to come to a basketball game or two, you even got to see the jazz band back in action after, I think, a good break, and they are doing tremendous things. Concurrent students with Carl Albert State College, National Technical Honor Society, and National Honor Society members, you can see with their stoles on tonight. But how about this, guys? We have 3 seniors tonight leaving Pocola High School already with their associate's degree. Outstanding. The list could go on, and I'm sure there's more I'll forget as I step off of this stage tonight, but I just wanted to mention a few for everybody in attendance here tonight. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce historian for the class of 2026, Mr. Gavin Davis.
Hello. First, I'd like to thank all of you for coming to support your friends and family here tonight. They all appreciate it. I'd like to also start by thanking some faculty that do amazing work for this school. I'd like to thank Ms. Baker for being an amazing math teacher and teaching me my love for math. I'd like to also thank Ms. Ashby and Mr. Sturgeon for a great year for the band. Y'all have done so much great things in just 1 year, and I'm excited to see how the band programs continue to grow over the next couple years. I also want to thank my dad for helping me with everything and anything. I truly couldn't do this without him. To my fellow seniors, I wanted to talk about time for a minute. It's the only resource that we have that we don't know much how that we have until it's gone. William Penn said that time is what we want most, but what we use the worst. So how do we spend that limited time? We spent the last 12 plus years here, so what's next? The average life expectancy is around 80 years, so we've all spent almost a fourth of that time. So my question to y'all is, what do you want to do in your lifetime? What allocation of time can get you there? What steps are you making to achieve that goal? And most importantly, how do you want to spend your time? Thank you.
It's my pleasure now to introduce salutatorian for the class of 2026, Kylie Combs.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2026. Standing here today is truly humbling. If these past 4 years have taught me anything, it's that life's best moments are often the unexpected ones. While we may look uniform sitting here, we are about to scatter onto 1,000 unique paths. We spent 4 years following a set curriculum and walking in straight lines, but now total uncertainty has taken over, and it's thrilling. They tell you that high school is where you find yourself. I'd argue that high school is actually where you realize you have no idea who you are yet, and that's perfectly fine. We started here years ago, trying to fit into molds, trying to follow the paths that were mapped out for us. We were terrified of the wrong answers, missed opportunities, and the judgment of others. But look at us now. We are standing on the edge of the unknown, and the biggest lesson I've learned, and the one I want to share with you, is that finding your own path requires the courage to make mistakes. Without those mistakes, we wouldn't have learned how to pivot, how to pick ourselves up, and how to become resilient. Staying true to yourself isn't just a cliche, it is your ultimate compass. Others can try to persuade you, they can walk with you, but they cannot walk in your shoes. Whether that path leads to a university, a trade, an art, or a gap year, make sure it aligns with your own passions, not someone else's expectations. As I stand here, I am keenly aware that this accomplishment belongs just as much to the village behind me as it does to me. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the teachers and mentors who saw potential in us, even when we didn't see it in ourselves. Thank you for challenging us to go further. And to my friends and classmates, thank you for the shared laughter and shared struggles that made these years truly unforgettable. You have all shaped my journey, and I'm profoundly grateful to share this celebration with you. I am also incredibly grateful to God for the strength and guidance that brought me to this moment, as well as my teammates. Thank you for being my cheerleaders, companions, and second family. I couldn't have made it through the long practices and stressful games without you guys. I'm so glad I get to look around each of you and see pieces of my old prayers scattered everywhere. I love you all. To my parents, this achievement is a direct result of your endless love, sacrifices, and belief in me. I am who I am because of you, and I am forever grateful for your unwavering support. And to my sister, thank you for being my anchor and for bringing so much light and joy into my life every single day. I love you all so much, and this moment belongs to us together. Class of 2026, we are the architects of our own destiny. Thank you for the memories, the laughs, and for surviving all the classes together. Congratulations, we finally did it.
Thank you, guys. Great job. At this time now, the seniors will recognize and thank individuals by the handing out of roses.
starts at the bottom, it comes from above. Like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick and dead. She's on the go, way too fast, way too slow. She'll turn to stone in hospitals and funeral homes. And when the tide rises, somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye. Somebody sinks and is gone in the blink of an eye. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. Welcome to the final show. Hope you're wearing your best clothes. You can't bribe the door on your way to the sky. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. We never learned, we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned, we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from your bullets? The bullets. Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times. We gotta get away from here. We gotta get away from here. Just stop your crying, it'll be alright. They told me that the end is near. We gotta get away from here. Just stop your crying of the time of your life. Breaking through the atmosphere. And things look pretty good from here. Remember, everything will be alright. We could meet again somewhere. Somewhere far away from here. We never learned, we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? The bullets. We never learned, we've been here before. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets?
Right, you may be seated at this time, seniors. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our first of three valedictorians for the class of 2026, Elliot Alexander.
Years, at times it felt endless. Early mornings, late nights, deadlines, games, performances, and everything in between. But standing here now, it's clear just how quickly it all passed. 4 years is short, shorter than we ever realized when we first walked through these doors, unsure of who we were or who we would become. Along the way, we learned more than we could ever fit into a textbook. We learned how to support one another, how to grow through challenges, and how to keep moving forward even when things felt uncertain. And if there's one thing worth carrying with us beyond today, it's this: always be kind. Kindness doesn't require recognition or reward, but it has the power to change someone's entire day or even their life. The smallest gesture, a simple word, or just showing up for someone can make a difference. As we move on to new places and new chapters, that is something the world will always need more of. Of course, kindness alone isn't going to make the journey easy. There will be moments ahead when things don't go as planned. Times when you feel stuck, discouraged, or ready to quit. In those moments, remember this: perseverance matters. The challenges we faced in these past 4 years weren't here to stop us. They were here to shape us. Every setback, every failure, every obstacle helped build the resilience that got us to this stage today. And when things get hard, and they will, remember why you started. Remember the goals you set, the dreams you held onto, and the person you wanted to become. That reason is still there. It always will be. Because the truth is, nothing worth having comes easily. If you want something, truly want it, you have to be willing to work for it. Put in the effort, stay committed, and don't be afraid of the process. Success isn't just about talent or luck, it's about showing up again and again, even when it's difficult. Today, it just isn't just an ending, it's a beginning filled with opportunities, challenges, and choices that will define the next chapter of our lives. While these 4 years may have been short, the impact they've had on us will last much longer. So as we leave here, take the lessons with you. Be kind, persevere, remember why you started, and never be afraid to work for what you want. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Thank you, Elliot. It's now my pleasure to introduce our second of three valedictorians for the class of 2026, Kyron Atkinson.
Good evening, everyone. I know everyone is excited to graduate and move on, so I'll try to keep this short and sweet. It is hard to believe that I'm standing here today as one of three valedictorians for the class of 2026, but this moment isn't about any one of us, it is about all of us. Every person here has put in the work, faced challenges, and grown into who they are today. What makes today special isn't just the achievements we're celebrating, but the journey behind them. We've had moments where things didn't go as planned, where we doubted ourselves, and where giving up might have seemed easier, but we didn't. We kept going. Along the way, we learned resilience, discipline, and how to support one another. Those lessons will stay with us far longer than anything we've learned in a classroom. As we move forward, we will all take different paths. Some of us are heading to college, some straight into careers, and some are just excited to finally sleep in for once. No matter where we go, what matters most isn't the title we earn or the destination we reach, it is the effort and determination we carry with us. If there's one thing I hope you remember from this speech, it's this: success doesn't come from waiting around for opportunities, it comes from taking action. Growth requires stepping outside your comfort zone, facing challenges, and putting in the work even when it's hard. No one climbs the ladder of success with their hands in their pockets. The people who succeed are the ones who show up, stay consistent, and keep pushing forward even when things don't go their way. Before I close, I want to thank our teachers for their dedication and patience, and our families for their constant support and encouragement. And to my classmates, thank you for the memories, the friendships, and the journey we've shared. We may be leaving this place, but what we've experienced here at Pocola will stay with us for life. Congratulations, class of 2026, we made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyron. And last but not least, it is my pleasure to introduce our final valedictorian for the class of 2026, Rindy Renfro.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending the graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. I am honored to be speaking to you today as one of 3 valedictorians, a first for Pocola. For many of you, this will be the most you have ever heard me talk, so bear with me. I would like to begin by thanking the school faculty that supported us along our academic journeys, and a special thanks to Mrs. Vincent, who has endured our class since middle school. I would like to thank Mrs. Hardaway and Dr. Thomas for teaching me so much, not only academically, but also about myself and my capabilities. And to my family, especially my parents, thank you for never making me feel as though my dreams are too big, and for taking my trivial corrections in stride. To my friends, Mahala, Sarah, Jency, Paisley, Gavin, and Mark, thank you for making my high school years ones I wish to remember. My mother thanks you for actually getting me out of the house. Lastly, but most importantly, I'd like to thank God for getting me through the last 4 years, especially the biomed trenches, and for blessing me with the best support system that I could ask for. And to my classmates, all of our work has finally paid off. Today, we step out of the security and structure that school brings and into the spontaneity of the world. I wish that I could tell you that you'll do great and everything will be fine. But the truth is, I can't stand up here and tell you that everything is going to be fine. There are going to be times where you believe the wrong person, you say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, or react in the wrong way. It's a part of life. But what I can tell you is that there are a litany of lessons to be learned from the wrong thing. So, as you step into the uncertainty that is adulthood, I implore you to risk doing the wrong thing. There's more to be learned from a misstep than from staying where you are. I will leave you with a quote from Taylor Swift. The scary news is, you're on your own now. But the cool news is, you're on your own now. Thank you and have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Randy. Mr. Jackson, members of the school board, I present to you these graduates, having fulfilled all requirements set forth by the Oklahoma State Department of Education. And I hereby declare them worthy to receive a diploma signifying completion of their secondary education. At this time, first row, please rise. Our first graduate, Kyron Cade Atkinson. Okay. Our next graduate, Elliot Lauren Alexander. Kylie Brooke Combs. Gavin Keith Davis. Rindy Beth Renfro. Paisley Mary Jane Corbin. Lillian K. Castleberry. Aaliyah Jones Rouser. Caitlin Marie Blaylock. Allie Shay Lohman. Landy Sue Jean Riggs. Andrew Nathan Sims. Sarah Victoria Baker. Skylyn Johnson. Corby Mackenzie Buffington. Doslin Laney Brown. Cadence Lynn Batt. Isaac Sean Smith. Isabelo Santiago Rodriguez Gordon. Evelyn Grace Larimore. Bailey Alexandra Medrano. Alexis Nicole Claybaugh. Micah Nicole Russell. July Jarrell. Hayden Gage Killingstad. Kyler Wayne Billy. Aiden Cole Howard. Carson Dean Taylor. Sean Houston Smith. Jackson Dwayne Parker. Logan Scott Dunnigan. Madison Kathleen Adams. Atzidi Ramirez. Yasmin Bustillo. Christy Lynn Sides. Allison Danielle Rappin. Evan James Grimsley. Christian Xavier Hernandez. Christopher Jean Towler. Jacob Eldon Holland. River Lee Meigel. Aiden Quentin Smith. Dylan James Wilson. Gavin Lee Mabry. Harley Race Blair. Kira Renee Martin. Carly Annette Brewer. Courtney Peyton Doyle. Corey James Gully. Xavier Allen Grounds. Dane Allen Kelly. Caleb Daniel Decker. Scott Thomas Lofts. Aaron Shea Treat. Bradley Lewis White. DeQuane Kent Terrell. Jaden Joseph Berry. Houston Lane Stroops. Tyson Williams. Braden Eli Hardwick. Antoine Thomas. Graduates of Pocola High School, today marks more than the end of a chapter. It's the beginning of everything you've been working toward. Each of you carries memories, lessons, and friendships that have shaped who you are, and those don't end here. They go with you always. Awkward pause. Sorry, guys. As you step forward, remember this. You don't have to have everything figured out to move ahead. What matters is your willingness to try, to grow, to persevere, and to keep going even when the path isn't clear. Success isn't a straight line. It's built from persistence, courage, and believing you can handle whatever comes next. Be proud of how far you've come. Stay grounded where you started. And don't be afraid to aim higher than you ever thought possible. Congratulations, class of 2026. Your future's waiting. You just have to go meet it. All right. Seniors, at this time, please move your tassel from right to left. This is a real test right here. Symbolizing the completion of your high school journey. Thank everyone again for being here to honor and celebrate the class of 2026 of Pocola High School. Seniors, whenever you're ready, toss those hats. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and please travel safely. Good night.